Yo, 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 what's poppin', people? What's good with the people? What's good with the people? Dave, what's going on, brother? Can we get a sound check real quick? Everybody, sound check. Dave, what's good with you, bro?
What's up, man? I'm here. A very crazy weekend to say the least, but I'm here. Victory Monday.
Victory Monday. Speaking of that, it's a nice little segue, Dave. Let's just get right to it.
Sweet Caroline, good time never seemed so good. Sweet Caroline, I believe they never could.
Oh, now y'all want the scarf. Now y'all want the scarf gang. Hey, after
Yeah,
50.
they were at your real talk.
Hey,
I
listen.
was my boy Marcus was at the party. That's the first thing he said was the scarf gang action, yo.
Listen. After you get a drubbing like we did last week, sometimes you just gotta retire. You gotta retire it while it's hot. Like after we caught them that last fade, I had to let it go, bro. What's Hey, listen. If we beat Green Bay, I will bring it back. All right. If we beat Green Bay, I will bring it back. Um. Oh, y'all could y'all not hear that music?
I couldn't hear Sweet Caroline,
Y'all couldn't
man.
hear Sweet Caroline. My fault. Let me check something real quick. Y'all should be able to hear it. Y'all couldn't hear it. Let me let me know if y'all couldn't hear it. Okay.
Okay,
All
I
right.
heard
I
it.
was just
All right.
making sure. Okay, just making sure y'all heard it. It's critical. It's critical that my sound is working, because I got some stuff we need to discuss later on. Okay, so it's very okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. All right. So Dave, you talked about your weekend. How was your weekend, bro?
My son's birthday party was Saturday.
Happy birthday,
You know what I'm
Amari.
saying? So that was a crazy day to say the least because I joke with my wife all the time. Like she doesn't really have, I'm trying to figure out whether or not he has friends at this point of his life. We've been inviting all these kids. I mean, but it was a really good event. I enjoyed it. It was a good party. He had a blast. He had it at Kids Castle. It's a little thing where you can go jump on those random stuff. It's like a Chuck E. Cheese but sanitized and not as loud.
But sanitized. That's important. That's
It's
important
key.
that you get sanitized. Sanitized Chuck E. Cheese.
So when you guys have kids, or if you already have kids, just say no to Chuck E. Cheese, man. You'll come out with mad diseases.
That's funny. That's funny.
I'm serious.
Speaking of kids, weekend was great for me, bro. Weekend was great. First of all, I must say, shout out to the North Carolina A&T Aggies, Aggie
Yes,
football team.
sir.
Took out South Carolina State, the rival South Carolina State Bulldogs. Great game. Great. I'm telling y'all, man. Yeah, I'm trying to put y'all on MEAC football. It's kind of lit. Like it's really fun. The game was awesome. You get to see some NFL talent out there. We got some guys that's probably gonna go into the league. Shout out to Mac McCain. He's probably gonna be out there next year. And we got a couple other dudes that we got some transfers from South Carolina. Shout out to the Gamecocks. We got some transfers from ECUs. Hey man, we kind of nice. We kind of nice, man. So
Our running back came from Coastal
uh,
Carolina. He's from
y-
Sweet
Conway, South Carolina.
yeah, man. Jameis Martin. They kind of wrapped him up a little bit in this game, but he's a beast. South Carolina State is pretty good against the run, and they held him down pretty good. But our quarterback is nice. He put the team on his back, ran for a nice amount of yardage. But it was a great game, great game. I thought we was gonna
Yeah,
get the crap beat out of us at first.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, and yeah. So Marcus, man, SC State, believe it or not, man, SC State and A&T is a pretty good rivalry, man. They used to play
yeah,
that
man,
game
that's a
at
huge
Bank of America Stadium.
that's a huge rivalry. We used to play in Atlanta. Come on now, get with
Yeah,
it. And
like
they used to
they
destroy us
they
too,
like
straight up, straight up.
so it is a big rivalry, and like they South Carolina State sees there's a huge rivalry. I mean, they call it the Battle of the Border down there. Believe it or
Yeah, no,
not.
it's a rivalry game. But anyway, we came through with the victory. No, we play Slim. We play North Dakota State next year.
Next year,
So next year we
and I'm
play
planning
them,
on going to
and I'm
that game.
going. I'm definitely going to that game. We might get beat, but it's awesome. It's for the culture.
It's
It's a
gonna be
great
like
game.
it's gonna be like 100 black people in North Dakota.
Yo,
It's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be
awesome.
great. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. I'm definitely gonna buy my ticket to that game for sure. But yeah, so speaking of A&T football, just to give y'all a quick update, because we rock with A&T, and we gonna tell y'all about it whether y'all want to hear it or not. But A&T, we got Morgan State next week. Should be a nice little dub. Then we got Bethune-Cookman, which is a critical game. If we win that game, we are pretty much locked in. As Central has to play SC State, they've got to play some other people, which they're probably going to lose to. If they lose one of those games, we pretty much have locked in our Celebration Bowl appearance. That with the fact that FAMU is ineligible. FAMU, had they been eligible, they probably would be going because they did beat us. Albeit they got us on some technicalities because our best players got ejected at halftime over a fight. So, asterisk. And we went to overtime. So put an asterisk on that game. But anyway, we go into the Celebration Bowl. Hopefully we go into the Celebration Bowl. I want to put the cart before the horse. But we have a nice little path to the Celebration Bowl, which I will be attending if we make it again. It'll be our fourth appearance in the 5 years in existence. It'll be our fourth appearance in the game. And we are undefeated in that game. So can't wait, man. A&T, man. I'm telling you, A&T football is nice. We pretty much on dynasty status right now. If we can get through this get through this season with a dub, probably gonna end up playing Alcorn State out of the SWAC. They kind of nice too. Albeit they got a little quarterback controversy going on. But hey, man, get your weight up on HBCU football, man. It's back. It's nice, man. It's real good. Some good talent coming out of HBCUs. It's lit. But anyway, Dave. Anyway, my bad.
Absolutely.
Little tangent there. My bad. Little tangent. But Dave, guess what, Dave?
What's up, man?
Guess what? Got a little bit of breaking news, Dave. A little bit of breaking news. So, Dave, we have claimed Donte Moncrief off of waivers from the Pittsburgh Steelers. They cut him, and he ended up being available on waivers, and we have claimed him. Excuse me. What are your thoughts on Donte Moncrief as a Carolina Panther?
Why didn't we claim Josh Gordon? Seahawks was 28th in the waiver pick.
Talk about it, Dave. Talk about it, Dave.
That's the first question. I'm just laying it out there. Just put it right there on the floor. Moncrief was cool. I actually wanted him when he came out. I was cool with Moncrief when he came out.
Yeah.
But Josh Gordon was there.
Josh Gordon was there, and we had an opportunity. We had an opportunity to get Josh Gordon. Now, Dave. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm just saying that I'm not making an excuse because I would have went for Josh Gordon as well. Josh Gordon seems to be a different man. He's playing well. He's clear of all his issues. And I would have gotten Josh Gordon had I would have been the Carolina Panthers. But Donte Moncrief does have a very team-friendly contract. So does Josh Gordon for 1 year. Just to be clear, Josh Gordon 1 year with Seattle, and it's like a $1 million deal. So they got him for super cheap, a good talent for super cheap. But Donte Moncrief comes with a 2-year deal. The second year of that deal is very similar to Torrey Smith's deal, where he's completely cuttable with no recourse. So if it doesn't pan out, we have him for 2 years, and we can cut him at any point next year without any recourse. So, I'm just saying, Donte Moncrief was terrible with Pittsburgh. He was garbage. Yes, he had a lot of drops. Yes, he was garbage. But there's a little hiccup to this. A little sneaky, Dave. A little sneaky with this. So, Dave, do you know when Donte Moncrief's best year was in the NFL?
His rookie year.
Not quite his rookie year, but 2015. 2015, Dave, was his best year. He had 64 receptions, 733 yards, and 6 touchdowns, okay? That year, Dave, guess who his receiving coach was? Yes, Dave, you guessed it, our receiving coach this year, okay? So he's back home with it's a familiar face, and it could be a match made in heaven again, okay? It could be the case. He could revive he was a man of many teams, Dave. He was gonna be one of those dudes that happen to be on a lot of teams, and maybe the buck stops here back with the wide receiving coach. But hey, I credit Hurney for trying to help out Kyle Allen, get other guys. Cause listen, Jerry's right. Hey, listen, man, he ain't been playing that well.
Dog.
He ain't been playing that well. So Man, I don't know if Moncrief is an upgrade from Jarius Wright. He Mr. Third Down is turning into Mr. Nobody. Okay, Mr. Nobody. He's not played well. Okay, so let's just be real. Maybe they see something, and Moncrief can get out there and take some of those snaps. Albeit they are different positions. Moncrief is 6'2", 215, bigger receiver, not quite what Jarius is, but maybe you can move DJ into that third down role where you can hit him. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. I do. I'm not gonna say I like the signing, but I I'm not mad at it. They're
Like
trying.
I would have been like, here's my thing, man. Like, it feels reactionary.
Does it though?
Yeah, it does. And I'm gonna
Okay,
tell you
explain.
why.
Explain. My bad.
Because I'm going back to Josh. You have this open roster spot. They've had this open roster spot for a couple
It's
weeks
been a
now.
while. Yeah, it's been a while. Yes.
All right. So you got this open roster spot. Josh Gordon gets released. You don't go after him. Seahawks are 28th in the waiver.
28, Dave. 28.
28th.
That's a fact.
That's insane. All right. So you don't go after him. Jarius goes out there, gets the Titans, causes the interception.
Well,
a couple
well,
balls.
that I'm not gonna give him that pick. That was a bad throw. I'm not gonna give him that pick. He threw it behind Jarius. He tipped it up. But even in other games, Jarius has not been playing that well. He's got some drops. He hasn't been that. We need him to be Mr. Third Down, and I've seen him drop some. He's not been that guy anymore. Let me not say anymore. In the past couple games, he's not been that guy. That he's not been that reliable third down target that we need to extend drives. Jarius has not been that guy. I've been watching. Maybe y'all haven't been watching because I see a lot of people saying, "Well, Jarius ain't that bad." Have you been watching? Because he's not been playing well. He's not been. That's a good point. African Rhino got tipped twice. My bad. That's a great point. I don't
No,
know
it
if
was a tip ball.
I don't know if the initial tip got it off track, but the ball did get twice. Kyle Allen's ball did get tipped twice, so maybe it wasn't a bad throw, but it did go behind Jarius Wright. Thank you for correcting me, Mr. Rhino. Go ahead.
But nah, I mean, I'm cool with it. I get it. I just, it's interesting to say the least. They're not going to cut Jarius because this gives them that 53.
No. They're not gonna cut him.
Doesn't he have any type? Can he do return? Can he return?
Moncrief? I'm not sure, but I like Scott Storch. I know his name not Storch, but Dortch is his last name. I liked him. He was alright in the last. He did some nice little returns. I like Scott Storch. I'm calling him Scott Storch. Um, but yeah. Anyway, my bad. But anyway, thoughts on any final thoughts on Donte Moncrief? Listen, it's not a game changer, but I ain't mad at it. I ain't
It
mad
could
at it.
be. No, it could be. If he figures it out with his wide receiver coach, and he gets rejuvenated, it could be. It could be.
I know his name is Greg Dortch. I'm calling him Scott Storch. I like Scott Storch better. Anyway, moving on. That's the first thing I saw It's the first thing I saw when that when I saw his name, I was like, man, I read it. It's Scott Storch. Maybe it's a little bit of dyslexic, but anyway, moving on, Dave. Moving on. We got to talk about some events last week. If you haven't heard, Mario Addison, his brother passed away. Got shot. And Mario Addison learned about it right after the 49ers game, which is kind of sad. The shooting happened around 7:15 p.m. in Birmingham. They found his brother and a woman inside suffering from gunshot wounds, and they pronounced his brother dead at the hospital. Hence, Mario Addison did not play as the funeral, I think, was Friday or Saturday, and Mario Addison was in attendance. Therefore, he did not play, and they got the guy that shot him and got him for capital murder and attempted murder for the woman. So shout out to the police for getting the man and prayers up for Mario Addison. Dave, whose family were we sitting next to at the Panthers game?
Bruce Irvin.
No, whose family were we sitting? The family over on the other section. There was another family. I feel like it was Mario Addison's. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like I seen this dude at the game. I really do. I could be tripping. but I feel like I saw him. He was sitting in the section to the
To the
right.
left of us.
No, to the right.
Well, because Bruce had family members with him other than like his wife and his.
Yeah, I'm talking about the section, not right next to it, the section over.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? There, cause that whole ring is family members.
yep,
That top ring where the handicap seats is all family members. I felt like I
yep.
saw him. I could be tripping. It could have been another
That's
family, but I
wild.
felt like I seen this dude. I felt like I seen him at the game. But anyway, rest in peace to his brother, and hopefully
That's tough, man.
he gets some peace, and he can. I don't know. I couldn't imagine. Couldn't imagine. Couldn't imagine that at all. I don't have a brother, but I got LBs, and I couldn't imagine. We went through the same kind of similar thing with our line
Yeah,
brother,
we did.
but that's tough. But anyway, prayers up to Mario Addison, man. Um, anyway, let's move on. And speaking of that, there was a nice little gesture that the D line did. They had his jersey there on the bench. Super dope gesture, and I think Bruce Irvin made a speech right before they went on, and they put his jersey out there. So super dope, man. Dudes is fighting for each other out there, and the great gesture, man. Great gesture. Gotta love the Panthers when it comes to stuff like that. And shout out to the organization for letting him, go do it. He let him grieve, cause that takes time. But anyway, all right, moving on, Dave. All right, so let's talk about this game, Dave. We got the victory. 30-20. The score got much closer than it needed to be. The game got much closer than it needed to be. But we closed out, and it is what it is. Um, Dave, what are your initial thoughts? Your overall thoughts of the game?
I thought we played very well, and I thought we bounced back well from what happened last week. Um, I think I think our run defense, man, we got to fix that, man. We got to fix the run defense. But overall, the team played very well. Chris McCaffrey still playing at an MVP level. DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel answered the call of Smitty, but I know we're going to get to that later.
We'll talk about that, Dave.
So like they all showed out. Everybody had a really good game. Trey Boston got a pick. Donte Jackson got a pick. Overall a great game for the entire team. Of course, we let the Titans back in it at the end, but we always do things like that.
Which is a problem.
But I liked some plays that we did when we faked the punt. When we faked the punt, I loved it. So I love to see things like that. I love when Riverboat takes risks like that. So I thought overall it was a really good game.
I agree. I agree. That being said, let's get into stock up, stock down. Let's talk about it, Dave. Let's talk about it. Before we get to our first stock up, we have to address the greatest wide receiver of all time. Talking about our wide receivers. And you can guess based on this who our first stock up is. Okay, but I don't know if everybody heard it, so I have the audio clip of Steve Smith talking about our wide receivers after the wide receivers game. Let's take a quick listen into what the great Steve Smith said.
Here's let me tell you something else. Watching that game, Tennessee has some good corners.
They do.
I'm not sure if we have any wide receivers that could beat man coverage. I don't care who's throwing the ball. You can't get off press. You can't beat zone. You get a lackluster effort on a fumble. I'm telling you, baptism by fire is going to be ugly. And if they got in the 20s, there's a lot of great, better effort-winning wide receivers going to be in the draft next year that the Carolina Panthers may be looking at.
Okay. So it was a little beef, a little troll back and forth on Instagram. If you follow DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel, they kind of went at Steve, but without going at Steve, kind of low key, a little subliminals on Twitter. But after the game, they addressed the situation, okay, on the field. With their play, okay, they responded clearly. It was a direct response, direct play by DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel. They played extremely well, and shout out to Kyle Allen for giving them the ball. But DJ Moore ended with 7 catches, 101 yards. I think his second 100-plus receiving game. Did not score a touchdown, but Curtis Samuel hauled in three catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown. They both play well. And listen, what I love about this game, we'll talk about Kyle a little bit later. But the distribution across the wide receivers, including Greg Olsen, was great. It was great. It was almost even distribution. We got DJ Moore the ball behind the line of scrimmage at times. Let him do his thing. It just seems like sometimes you completely forget that these guys are capable of doing something with the ball, because McCaffrey is the offense. Everything goes through McCaffrey, and we got talent. Like, we got talent at wide receiver, but we never get to see it because everything goes through McCaffrey. So it seems like there was a concentrated effort to get these two dudes the ball, and you see what happens when they get the ball. But Dave, thoughts on DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel?
DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel showed out. I just need them to do this more consistently.
Yeah.
Like, they got to take advantage of every opportunity they get. It shouldn't take Steve Smith to call them out for them to finally, have these type of games.
And that's why I'm not mad at Steve Smith. I'm not mad at Steve Smith coming at these dudes. Sometimes you gotta call dudes out, and they gotta respond. And listen, when the greatest wide receiver of all time speaks, Panther Nation is gonna listen. Okay, so when he says something, we gonna hear it, and you gotta respond. It's on you. I don't necessarily like the subliminals that they're going back and forth on Twitter. I don't like that. Hey, what you gotta say now and all. I don't like all that. Just play the game, bro. Pick a. They talking about pick a side. No, I don't like that. But it's all good. It's cool as long as it's respectful. It's cool, man.
We go to Green Bay. We play Green Bay next week. If they have lackluster games, Smitty's gonna bring that back.
As he should.
Just be cautious.
just don't. You don't want that. We don't want blood and guts all over our wide receiver. We don't. I don't want that. I don't want that. And I just hope they keep it kosher between the two. You know what I'm saying? Or between the three of them. Because I don't want no problems. You know what I'm saying? They don't want no problems with Steve Smith. All right, so let's just calm down. Let's just let Steve Smith do his job. He's an analyst. He's going to talk about you, whether you like it or not. He gave you props. He built you up. And you deserve to be tore down. And so, hey, listen, you got to respond on the field. That's your job. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with it. All right? So I have no problem with what Steve Smith said. I love it. I love how they both responded. So let's keep it on wax, Dave. Let's keep it on wax. All right? So on the field per se. Let's move on. Anything else on Curtis and DJ?
Nah, we good. Let's keep it rocking.
Moving on. Ron Rivera, Dave, you spoke about it. Ron Rivera, he gets a stock up for the nice bounce back win. Any thoughts on Ron Rivera, Dave? I think he gets a stock up.
He does get a stock up. He had a good day. He coached a really good game. You could question letting them get back in at the end, but I never thought the game was in jeopardy after we got up 17-0, because I know how. I think the Titans had a terrible first half game plan.
Yeah, that was just asinine. You don't give Derrick Henry two carries before. Yeah, and then they completely went to him in the second half, and it worked. It's like, come on, man. But anyway, we just can defend what they throw out there. So it's not like we can do anything about that. But again, and you mentioned it earlier, Dave. The fact that Ron Rivera called that fake punt is super ballsy. I like that, Ron. This is how you win championships, okay? You have to make some ballsy. And listen, I'm not saying that this particular play changes the whole season, but that type of play call is what wins championships. You got to be able to take a risk. Dave. And I love that. I love that Ron Rivera did that in our own territory, okay? And it didn't look pretty. But the GOAT, Colin Jones made it happen, okay? So, speaking of that, Dave, moving on. Hold on, listen to this, Dave.
Does not get the credit that he deserves right now.
Is he a viable MVP candidate?
So now, how do we get our best player get the ball in his hand?
I think we're starting to take for granted how ridiculous this guy is.
But let me tell you something, man. He can run the rock.
It's going to get them a first down just across the 40-yard line. Colin Jones.
I had to get back to my high school days. I had 3,000 all-purpose yards my senior year.
Boy, what great drive by Colin Jones. He stopped and just keeps driving his leg.
I had to make sure I had a better average than Derrick Henry today. Give me the rock.
You thought they was talking about CMC? Nah, they ain't talking about CMC. They talking about the GOAT Colin Jones, bruh. The GOAT. He did drive his legs though, to be honest with you. But he gets a stock up for that play. Shout out to F.A. Obata coming in, pushing the pile. But listen, great play call by Ron Rivera and company and Chase. I love what Chase is doing, and Chase deserves just as much a stock up as Ron Rivera. I love what Chase is doing with the special teams. I didn't give Chase stock up on this because I had too many stocks to give. But he definitely deserves one, and listen, I like that we're not being, especially with the return game. It's not just sitting back there with an average returner. Like, find a guy. Like, this is our third returner, and we're not just settling. So I like what Chase is doing. So I like it a lot. But shout out to Colin Jones. He gets stock up. Okay, stock up to Colin Jones for the fake punt. Listen, real talk though, if Colin Jones would have broke loose, don't act like that 4.3 speed wouldn't have got him a touchdown. All right, so don't be tripping. Don't act like Colin Jones ain't got no burners, dog. Don't act like Colin Jones ain't got no burners. All right, so moving on. Shaq Thompson. Shaq had a great game. I think he had 11 tackles, 1 sack, 3 tackles for loss, and a QB hit. He had a hell of a game. Hell of a game for Shaq Thompson. Good to see him bounce back, especially after passing of his mother. I mean, listen, he could be earning himself some money. Okay, he could be earning himself some money. He's played very well. The past couple of weeks. Well, other than the San Francisco game where our defense was complete trash. He's been playing well this year, so he could be earning himself some cash. All right, any thoughts on Shaq Thompson?
Shaq, my man, he had a heck of a game, man. I loved it. I love the fact that he had a heck of a game. I don't know who your stock downs are, but I want to have a discussion if somebody wasn't on here that I want to talk about. But we'll get there.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have any stock downs because y'all some haters. But if you want to get in there, Dave, go ahead. Go right ahead if you want to jump in there.
Luke only had 3 tackles, fam.
Hey, listen. Hey, it ain't me. Listen, it ain't me, Dave. It's not me. Panther Nation, chat cats. Chat cats.
3 tackles, 3 solos. This is not.
Chat cats. It's not me this time, okay? I didn't say it. I did not say anything. It's not me. Luke was not even on my radar, okay? I had no intentions. He's not even on stock down. This is not me. This is Dave speaking, okay?
No,
Champ D 1012. That's that guy. Go ahead.
All right. I'm not giving Bradbury a stock down. Even though he probably deserves it.
He might.
Overall, the team played well, man. I'm happy that Shaq had a heck of a game. Eric Reed had a pretty good game too.
Eric Reed had a hell of a game. We'll talk about him later.
Yeah.
So are you trying to give Luke Kuechly a stock down?
I just want.
So you backpedaling? You backpedal? You felt the pressure?
I'm just having fun.
You felt the pressure, Dave.
I looked at the stat line. I was like, oh, he only had 6 tackles.
Dave felt the pressure, yo. Dave felt the pressure, yo. Y'all put the pressure on Dave. Why y'all do that, man?
Look, man, he's a Panther legend, so I can't beat him up too much.
Why y'all?
Just saying.
Why y'all do that?
It's something to monitor. That's all.
Why y'all do that? Now he had an amazing play where Tannehill audibled, and they had a great shot by the TV crew. Because they were shooting from behind, and he had a great play where he pretty much audibled out whatever Tannehill audibled, and then Luke audibled, and then he ran directly to where the play was going, like he knew the play. I'm pretty sure, again, Luke studies. You saw it on the All In Joan, and listen, Luke is the greatest middle linebacker of all time. I've said it. I stand behind that. And he's great. And I don't know what the hell Dave was talking about. All right. So moving on.
It's just something to monitor. That's all.
Moving on.
Keep
Kyle
moving.
Kyle Allen deserves a stock up. Listen, y'all not gonna say y'all killed him. Y'all killed him last week. But y'all not gonna give him no props for this game. Y'all not gonna give him no props for this game. Listen, he was dropping some dimes out there. Okay, it's real talk. He had some really nice throws. And what I like about this game, and I don't know if it was a game plan by North, but the distribution, getting everybody involved is what I need to see every week. I don't need to see Christian McCaffrey getting all the touches when you got guys like DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel. DJ Moore, again, we talked about it, 7 receptions. Curtis Samuel, 3 receptions.
Now listen.
Greg Olsen, 3 receptions. Christian McCaffrey,
All-
3 receptions. Go ahead, Dave.
All I'm gonna say is this: I just got beat up about potentially putting Luke the stock down. I can't have Kyle Allen stock up right now, yo.
Why not?
I can't.
Why not,
The
Dave?
problem is a 53% completion percentage.
Hey, man, listen. Cam has had that
if you're gonna put
completion
him
percentage.
off of a bounce back, I'm cool. But we ain't gonna sit here and say that he had a
He
high
dropped some
game.
dimes out there, bro.
He played well.
He dropped some dimes out there. Listen, he dropped some. But if I'm going to critique Kyle Allen, this is where I will critique Kyle Allen. Okay, his third down looks were not that good. He had some plays where he took deep shots on third downs where he didn't have to. He could have took some underneath routes. And I didn't watch all 22 to see exactly what's going on, but I felt like I saw some underneath routes he could have took. It's 3rd and 7, and you take a deep shot to Curtis Samuel when something pretty sure is an intermediate route underneath you could have hit. Okay, so listen, Kyle had a good game. He dropped some dimes out there. I like what I saw from Kyle. Okay, I just give him some credit. Okay, he played good. Listen,
He deserved the stock up off the bounce back alone. Because after what happened last week, he could have easily had his confidence shot to all hell. And he came
And
back
listen.
out there and he played okay.
and listen. The fact that he sat in the pocket, he had the confidence. The confidence to sit in the pocket and then move around when he needed to. He's getting. I think. Listen, the Titans defense was not that good. I felt like they were missing some guys, especially up in the middle. I think they're one of their defensive ends was not playing. Excuse me. So we didn't get the best the version of the Titans defense. But listen, he played well against what he played against, and that's all he can do. Okay. Now he's gonna have to show up, and I agree. He's gonna have to show up against better competition. Steve Smith said it well in that interview. When the Panthers play good defenses, we tend to struggle, and I'm gonna need him to take some of that same energy to some of the better defenses. We'll see. I don't think the Green Bay is a world-beating defense, but we'll see. We'll see next week. We'll see. He's gonna have to step up against a good team. I agree. I'm not hating there. He's gonna have to step up against a good team, but he deserves credit. Again, the pick did get tipped, so he got tipped twice. So I'm not gonna throw him under the bus for that. Thank you again, Rhino, for pointing that out. It did get tipped at the line of scrimmage. All right. So moving on. Christian McCaffrey, Dave. Christian McCaffrey. I mean, he's just doing Christian McCaffrey things. I'm loving, and I love Panther Nation giving him the MVP chance in the game. That was super dope. Even though we know he's probably not gonna get it, the fact that he's in the discussion, is dope. I don't. It's quarterback's award, but the fact that he's even in discussion is dope. But Christian McCaffrey, 24 carries, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then added 3 receptions, 20 yards, and a touchdown receiving. So as you can see, his receiving numbers are down. Obviously, Cam Newton's not dinking and ducking to him, and his reception yard or his rushing yards are going to be up drastically this year. Um, he's playing well. He's playing well. Okay, he's playing well, and listen, I love what we've seen out of CMC. CMC, Dave, any thoughts on CMC?
CMC is CMC, man.
He is
And
definitely doing CMC
if
things.
if he keeps the pace, he's got a shot for the MVP. He's got a legitimate shot, even with as well as Russ has been playing. Because I think right now. I think Russ. It's between him and Russ, really.
Well,
Russ
you
played
could
out
throw
of his mind, too.
Lamar in there. You throw Lamar in there after that
You
performance
can
last
toss
night.
Lamar in there.
You throw Lamar in there.
Mahomes was on pace till he got hurt.
Yeah, Mahomes is pretty much gonna be out of discussion at this point, unless he does something crazy when he comes back. But I don't see that happening. Oh yeah, and Deshaun's playing well. But yeah, man, CMC is balling. He's balling right now. But listen, Dave is
Buffalo.
there you go. Yeah, you good.
We're back. All right, we're coming back. Yeah, it's between Russ and right now it's Russ and McCaffrey. And you could probably throw Lamar in there.
But yeah, he's doing CMC things, man. He's doing CMC things. He's definitely on pace to hit the 2K all-purpose. I think he's got 62% of the yards needed this year, with about 8 games left. So he's over 60% with being halfway through the season. I think he's 7 games left. Excuse me. But yeah, so he's playing well. CMC, shout out CMC. Moving on. I mean, he's up here every week. He's like a permanent stock up. I mean, he's playing that well. Moving on. The Thieves, Dave. The Thieves. You talked about it earlier. Donte with a pick. Trey Boston with a did he have a pick too?
Yep, sure did.
Oh, Donte had the fumble recovery. Excuse me. Donte had a fumble recovery and a pick, and Trey Boston also added a pick, and then Eric Reed also played out his mind. 11 tackles. He had a sack as well. Eric Reed played extremely well. The whole Thieves played well. With the exception of Bradbury had a pretty rough day. But for the most part, everybody showed up. And listen, Trey is not the best safety. Okay, Trey Boston is not the best safety out there, but I do love the energy he brings. It's a little something different. Dude's always talking shit, and I love it. Okay, I love it. So shout out to the Thieves. Anything else on the Thieves, Dave?
Nah, we good on the Thieves, and I love how the fact that the Panthers have like utilized the advertisement of the Thieves.
Yeah, man.
That's a dope picture you just posted.
It is a dope pick. I had to use it. I think they want Thieves to be chanted after every interception. I don't know if they did it. I didn't go to the game. I couldn't hear it. So shout out to the Thieves, man. It's pretty dope. And shout out to J No, because didn't J No start that?
Yep.
All right, so just continuing what he started. All right, moving on. I think that's all I have for stock up. Yeah, anybody else? Did I miss anybody for stock up, stock down? You let me know. I didn't have anybody stock down because y'all too sensitive. Because I would have put Jarius Wright had I had free reign to.
Nah, you absolutely got to put
Had I had free reign to do what I wanted with stock down, I would have put.
You can't put daily stock down.
No, I think they're saying stock up. They're saying
stock
Bradbury
up, yeah,
stock
okay.
down. They're saying Sly stock down. Dennis Daly stock up. Poe could have got stock up. Poe could have got stock up as well.
Poe had a really good game.
I didn't
Daly
watch.
had a
I
really
didn't.
good game.
I didn't watch enough with Daly. I'm gonna be honest. Their D line was banged up. I'm not gonna. We'll see. We'll see if we can continue that. But Sly
Nah, but the thing is,
Sly
man,
got a kick
consider-
blocked. I think didn't he? Didn't he get a kick blocked and he missed one?
Yeah, he missed one.
I know he got one blocked too. Let me see.
I think I think considering daily situation, 6th round draft pick, he's played out of his mind.
Yeah, yeah, he
Nobody
gets credit
saw that he would end up being a starter at that position so soon.
for sure. It's good for us.
So
We're in a good place. We're in a good place having two decent options at left tackle. Has been a much better position we've been in the past. So it's dope. It's dope. It's dope. And I like it. It's a good position. We just hope they both can stay healthy. Again, let Little get his head right, literally. And pun intended. And we're good. We're good. Sly, I'm not gonna give Sly stock down. He got a kick block. That's not on him. He misses one kick. You don't get a stock down for that. Kickers miss. Even Justin Tucker missed the extra point yesterday. So you missed. It's all good. Um, but we gotta talk about these injuries. We got a couple injury updates. One big one, and then we got Bradbury. So Bradbury, he's got a groin issue, and Ron Rivera said that was one of the more serious issues that they got to deal with this week. We don't know the status. I think we'll see practice tomorrow. If they practice tomorrow, well, they are going to practice tomorrow. He probably won't be out there. I think there's a good
but he did
chance. Go ahead,
but
Dave.
he did say that he had confidence in Ross Cockrell and Javian Elliott.
I
So
don't know about
I
that
mean,
one. Not with Devontae Adams rolling in town. Well, not with
let
us
me tell
having
you
to play
something, bro.
Devontae Adams.
I'm just going what he's quoting.
Yeah, you can quote a lot of Rivera's BS. Um, but yeah, we
No,
need
man, he tells the
Bradbury. We
truth.
need
He tells the
100%
truth.
secondary out there next week or this week. But that groin is kind of concerning. Okay, it's a groin that's running. Yes, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. All right. So, hopefully he can get right, get him a cortisone shot, get him back out there. All right. Moving on. The big one, Dave. The big one. Cam Newton. Cam Newton, Dave. Fill us in on the news, Dave. Fill us in on the news with Cam Newton.
Cam went to go see a foot specialist, and he still looks like he's not going to have a surgery.
What's your thoughts
It's
on
just
that?
IR, bro.
What's
I'm serious. Like, just IR him.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's taking so long for them to just IR this dude, man. Listen, you can't like and then you can't get mad at the questions. Rivera, you can't get mad at the questions when
Nope.
you constantly leaving the door open for interpretation with this. You always got the media guessing. Dude, just say he's going to IR so we can move on with our season, bro. Like I'm tired of this, bro. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of this. Let's just put him on IR and let's just move on. Let's just move on. See you next year, Cam. Get healthy. I don't know about surgery. I don't know if that's gonna fix it. I'm not a foot specialist. I don't even think they really know what's going on. But yeah, let's just IR the
It
dude.
sounds like he's not going to have the surgery,
That's what it sounds like.
which is I fine, but I still don't. The fact that he hasn't made enough progress on his foot says something's going to have to change. But what I think, in my personal opinion, is that they should just IR him at this point. Like, you're not gonna like if Cal gets us to the playoffs, you're not gonna bench Cal going into the playoffs. You're not gonna do that at that point. You're not. You shouldn't, my opinion. So I think it's just time to just IR him and go from there. Fox is probably disappointed. I know why they changed it to 425. They changed the game to 425 because they thought they were going to get Cam back. They're not going to.
Yeah, man. You
Lions
just
already announced the
and this
starter.
this is my concern, man, going forward. Like, listen, we don't. Everybody keeps saying if Cam healthy, if Cam healthy, and I've always said this. I don't think Cam's ever gonna be healthy enough to be really, really super effective like y'all want him. I just don't think he's gonna be that guy moving forward, no matter how long he sits. Granted, he sits out the full year, he's gonna be much more healthier than he will be, but I just don't think he's gonna be that guy. Until I see it for 3 or 4 games back to back to back to back to back, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it happening. But listen, just IR the dude. Let him go about his. Let him don't put any more pressure on him. Just let him be, man. Let him be. Let him figure it out and move on. But I definitely don't think he returns to the form y'all think he's gonna return to. You keep that expectation, and you're gonna be. I think y'all gonna be disappointed. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it's IR, man. It would fix. It would alleviate so many things. Like Rivera today, during his pressure today, really felt a certain type of way about the media.
I
mean,
didn't even. I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Yo, man, it got to a point where he was like, truth be told, the only reason why it's a distraction is because you guys keep asking the question. It's like nobody's thinking about it, but you keep asking the question, so it becomes a distraction. It's like I told you, I get the elephant in the room out in the beginning. I don't want to hear about it anymore because it's not going to change. So he was not happy. If you guys get a chance, check out the presser from today.
Yeah, I gotta check that. I gotta check that joint out. And listen,
You
yeah,
see
y'all,
that he's
man. Hey,
irritated when
listen,
they ask him about the question.
y'all right in the chat. I have no idea. No, y'all don't either. Everybody keeps saying he might. Listen, y'all know just as much as I know. I don't know that he's gonna be to return back to Cam. But listen, for this injury to keep lingering like it is, and looks like they don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't think he's until I see it. I'm not gonna sit here and say what he's gonna be. I need to see it for several games, not just 2 games, not just 3 games. I need to see it for a multiple games in a row to make sure that he's healthy. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he won't. I just need to see it. Nobody knows. That's all I'm saying. Nobody knows what's happening with Cam. Until I see it, that's all I'm saying.
To answer your question, Daniel, it doesn't affect his contract. He already played in the opening day, so I think his contract's pretty much guaranteed at this point. So it doesn't affect his contract from that standpoint. So his contract still expires in 2020 as planned unless we give him an extension. So there you go with that. Now, I mean, you want Cam to be 100%. And he knows he needs to be 100% because he admitted that he hit the injury. So we're at that point. And make sure you guys hit this like button, man. There's 73 of you guys watching. I need you guys to hit this like button. You know, YouTube likes those algorithms, so I need to up the ante just a tad. But anywho.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. We've gone. Just get the man healthy, and let's just pray that he'll be old Cam again. That's all we can hope for. Until I see it, I'm good. I'm guarded, Dave. I'm guarded. That's all I'm saying. All right, moving on. All right, so that's all I got. Let's open up the phone lines and we can have some discussion. Y'all can talk about it. Let me get this. Phone lines are now open. Come through. Holla at your boys. Let me know what y'all thinking.
It was a wild NFL yesterday, man. My picks were terrible.
See what y'all talking about. What's good with the people, man? What's this Dallas game looking like? Because Saquon only got 3.
Dallas is losing 12-3.
Saquon only got 3 points. What's going on?
6 more points between Dallas defense and Ezekiel Elliott, and I don't feel too good about it.
All right, 704. What's good?
Yo, what up? It's Austin.
Austin, what's good, brother? You never first. What's good, man?
I know it's crazy, man. It's wild. I made this quick, but you know, Kyle Allen, right? Like we all know he's a backup, whatever. But I think we could have put up 50 easy on the Titans. Like those corners could not catch Samuel or Moore. So, and like you know, it's kind of like what you said earlier, where it's like better teams and stuff like that. But you know, it was just like I was at the game like, dang. That's 6.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about 50, but we definitely could have put up more than what we put up. And I think we could have held them to, had we been able to. And listen, Derrick Henry only ended up with like 65 yards. It seemed like it was much more than that. But But yeah, he you know, if we would have been able to stop the run a little bit better, we could have definitely punished them dudes. But yeah,
Yeah, it was that one drive that got me a little nervous because they just handed the ball off, so we did
every
nothing.
every drive they handed it off. We couldn't stop it. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy.
Very.
That's the biggest thing I'm worried about is our run defense, man.
Yeah. And listen,
Super worried
Green
about the
Bay
run
like
defense.
Green Bay like to run the ball too, so we could have some issues. All right, so yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just happy we got the W and Kyle Allen played good, solid. That's all I'm happy about. Defense played good. But listen, Titans aren't a good team. We can't get excited about this. The Titans are not a good team. They're not. I'm sorry. Listen. I thought they were gonna be much better than what they were, but the game initially made me nervous. But they're not a good team. Not a good team. So
very true.
That's all I got.
But yeah, this hopefully next week be great. I'll check out a lot later.
All right,
Pride.
Aggie Pride. All right, Austin. All right, 704.
What's up? How y'all doing?
What up?
What's up, man?
First of all, I got a question. Are you eating a chicken sandwich right now?
Nah. I have one. I had one on the way back. I stopped at the one at South Boulevard.
Yo, you gotta chill with the Popeyes chicken sandwiches, bro.
Oh, I'm done. I just got it. You know, you be like that. I just make an exception for this, and I eat it for 2 days, and then I'm done. The one I had yesterday, I ain't gonna lie, I was very disappointed when I ate it. It was kind of cold. It was cooked enough to the point, but it wasn't good. The one I had today, I mean, I'm talking fresh off the grill, completely different. But that's that. I'm good for the next 3 months. I don't really need it anymore. First of all, before I start, shout out to Dave on the dub. Good job on that.
Try to help.
Caught me slipping on a bad week. Hopefully I can rebound week 10. I got a cupcake week 11. That matchup's an easy dub for me. I just got to get through week 10, and then hopefully I can make this playoff push. But anyway, about the game, it's kind of like what Rashad, how you were talking about as we watch the games. I just don't have that much expectation. Like, you know, obviously I want us to win. I'm not one of these people that are like, because we don't have a shot at making the Super Bowl, Kyle Allen, I just want us to tank. I want to win as many games as possible. You know, I try to enjoy it as much as I can. But, you know, I thought Allen did a much better job. He was slinging it. If he could just put some more air under the ball, that would just help so much.
Mm-hmm.
He just keeps underthrowing it over and over.
Sure.
I think it's his windup. He has like that Tebow windup. I don't know what's causing it. I'm just speculating, but that's kind of the only thing that's holding us back, I guess. I'll be interested to see how we play against a good team. So we'll see how that is. Excited about the teams going forward. It's just, I don't know. I've said it to a bunch of people. It's kind of a weird time to be a Panther fan. Like, you know, with the Cam and limbo, the team's playing well, but, you know, you don't know how realistically how far they can get. I agree they should just go ahead and IR him, just so we can stop talking about that part, and then, you know, then we can discuss what the team does going forward. But we'll see. This week, Green Bay did not look good against the Chargers.
Oh, they look terrible, bro.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, they're gonna come out. They're gonna come out pissed.
Like the fact that they had such a lackluster game against the Chargers tell me they're not gonna.
Well, I don't know if you have anybody from the Packers fans to do a podcast with Thursday. But ask them about the inside of their defense.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we're actually recording tonight. Right after this show, yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, that's a question. All Packer fans I've asked, they said if you can get us on defense, it's through the middle of our defense. So I expect McCaffrey to have, and running the ball, I expect McCaffrey to have a huge game. So we'll see about that game. But overall, I don't know. It's just kind of, it is what it is. I don't know. Like I said, it's weird.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I know it's difficult to explain. You like, and I don't even want to talk playoffs because we are like kind of right in the hunt, and you kind of want to get excited about it, and you want to talk about it, but it's no point because you don't know. you don't really know where we are. Like, it's no point if we come out and we play very well against Green Bay and we happen to beat Green Bay, then you could get a little bit excited. But until that point, like I'm guarded, bro. I'm chilling. Like, it's like, yo, what happens
Well,
happens, and I'm not expecting to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
the bigger
The
the
Raiders
bigger
were
issue
hinting.
the bigger issue when it comes to the playoffs right now, we have a losing record in the conference. We're like 7th in the standings,
It's a lot of football left, though, Dave.
and there's a lot of football left. But like it's from a playoff standpoint, it is critical we beat the Packers next
Yeah,
week.
no, I agree, but we're not. That's why. That's why I haven't talked about it. I haven't brought it up until now.
Oh yeah.
But I'm
My
not. I'm
question
not getting
is,
excited. Go ahead.
oh, sorry to interrupt. With the playoffs, I agree with Slim. No talking playoffs. We do have to beat the Saints, but like, I guess what are the benefits of making the playoffs? Like, you get what I'm saying. Like with Cam, like you always like playoffs because we always, at least I did, always felt like I had a chance. We had a chance to make the Super Bowl. I guess is this for Rivera's job? Like I said, it is weird. It's like, yeah, I want to make the playoffs, but what's the end goal?
No, I mean, listen. You play the game to win, right? So no matter who's at quarterback, you still want to play. You still want to make the playoffs. I don't know. I can't answer the question of what it does. What's the point? But you play the game to win, and we're winning, and we're playing decent football. But I don't know what it does for any. I mean, it helps Rivera. It can't do anything but help Rivera when you make it to the playoffs with the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's got to help Rivera. It's got to help, I think it's got to help the psyche going into next season. You take that momentum going into next season. So I think it helps, but like I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a good question.
It's got to help.
My fault. But yeah.
Yeah, and that's what something I'll be looking forward to. Yeah, I know, man. That's got
Yeah.
the most calls y'all got.
Yeah, we got a lot of calls. Yeah, I got to move on.
All right. I'll hit y'all later.
All right, yo, no. Have a good one, man. Stay off the chicken sandwiches, bro. Like, just maybe one or two.
I'm good for the next 3 months.
All right.
I'm good for the next 3 months.
All right, yo.
All right, appreciate it.
I just don't want you getting any fights at Popeyes, all right?
Now I know what's good.
Yo, what's good? Yo, what's good? It's Lowe's.
Lowe's, man. What's good, man? What's good, man?
Tell Noli to stay off them chicken sandwiches, man. He talking crazy.
Oh, okay.
What you mean? What's the point of making the playoffs? What you mean? What's the point of making the playoffs? You supposed to try to make the playoffs.
It's all about whether or not you want Ron gone, right? Like, if we make the playoffs with Kyle Allen, Rivera's getting an extension. Like, I want you guys to accept this. Rivera will get an extension.
And listen, he would deserve one if he makes the playoffs with Kyle Allen.
Absolutely, he would deserve one.
I mean, yeah, I mean, at that point. But yeah, I agree. You play the game to win to make the playoffs if it happens. But we're a long way from that. That's why I haven't brought it up. But go ahead. Until now.
Oh, yeah, okay. Now, as far as this Cam thing, yeah, man, I agree with Ryan. Yo, like, I be watching these press conferences, man. I keep seeing guys like David Newton and asking these dumbass questions.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he'll be like, well, is Cam healthy enough to play? He was like, well, he's in rehab. He's going through the rehab course. I'm not gonna say anything about it. Here, David Newton. Oh, okay, I understand that, but do you think he'll be able to play this week? Ron be like, man, look, I told you, I don't know much, no more than y'all know. I told y'all. Here, David Newton. Well, okay. Are you gonna put him on injury reserve? Like, look.
No, but no.
I don't mind.
Are you gonna put him on injury reserve? Is a valid question.
That is a valid question.
They should put him on injury
and
reserve.
Listen, and he deserves. I mean, the media have to probe, right? They're gonna ask that question until you put that man on IR or give a time frame for. Just say he's gonna be out for the next 7 weeks or something like that. And don't ask me about it because he's gonna be gone for the next couple weeks. We have no clue. Like, so you leave it open for interpretation. Make a definitive call on it, and leave it alone. And leave it. You can't just leave it open for interpretation. That's on Ron and the training staff and whoever. They need to figure that out. They need to come up with the obviously it makes everybody look bad back there. To me, it makes like the training staff. it makes Ron, all them look bad because they don't know what the hell is going on. Because they knew what was going
Ron's
on.
not trying to know.
But if you
Ron's not trying to know.
Okay, okay, that's fair. But if somebody needs to know what's going on, because you need to know how long he's going to be out. If you don't know how long he's going to be out, then that's a problem. That's a problem. But anyway, IR the man. If you IR the man, all this goes away. That's just a fact. And they could avoid all this. But my bad. Go ahead, Locks, man.
Right.
My fault. I hijacked your call. My bad.
Yeah. And this Green Bay, man, look, I see people commenting and saying, "Oh, they look bad last week. We should have this win." No. We got to go up to Green Bay. It's probably going to be 30, 20 degrees. We're dealing with Kyle Allen. We're dealing with an agitated, mad Aaron Rodgers. He's going to be ready to put points on the board. Our defense has shown they will give us some points and some yards. This game is not going to be easy. I'm a little bit worried about this game. This game is not going to be easy. What you and Dave thinking over there, man? What y'all thinking?
Well, we can't. I don't think we can give our official worries or official discussion until we talk to the Green Bay guys tonight. We talking to him at 10 o'clock tonight. So I can't. I'm not gonna give a prediction until I talk to this man. Because we do
our cross enemy line.
Yeah, we cross enemy line tonight at 10 o'clock. So I listen. We just gotta be ready. We just gotta be ready, man. That's all I'm gonna say for right now. We gotta be ready.
Okay. That's it. I'm out.
All right, man. Thanks for calling, bro.
All right, appreciate it, man.
336. What up?
Hayden Rashad, what's going on? This is G.
What's up, man?
Gilbert, what's up, man?
Nothing much. I heard you mention Mario Addison, so definitely rest in peace to his brother. And I know the frat brother you're talking about, so rest in peace to Rajon also.
Yep.
Rajon was a cool man, definitely funny man, and know he loved his family, and definitely all also. So
shout out to Jalen and his son and his girl Ebony. She just had another baby. So shout out to Jalen. Yeah, shout out to Jalen. But yeah, Rashawn was a good dude, man. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Also, so I'm going to kind of, it's still Panthers related, but I don't know if either one of you saw the thing on First Take in regards to what's his name, D'Angelo Williams.
I did not see it. I heard about it, but I did not see it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you do know anything about it. What did you think about what he said in regards to
he was mad. He didn't like the way the coaching staff was treating Cam.
Yeah,
but I didn't get too much into it like that. I put it this way, man. For somebody to be he was like an ambassador for Carolina when we went to Europe. For somebody to be an ambassador, he is not ambassading properly.
Ambassador.
He's not. He's not. I'm gonna need him to ambassador better. Like he ain't doing what he's supposed to do at this point. I'm being real, man. Like he's not. Like he out here, getting out the squad, all these distractions. Yo, I haven't watched the video.
Answer me this, bro. How do you ambassador properly? I just need to know. I just need to know, man. Man, I wish I had the Kawhi laugh lined up, but yo, that's funny. That's funny, man. But yeah, man, I don't listen to D'Angelo no more, man. Like I heard about it, and I didn't rush to go see it. I take whatever he says with a grain of salt, man. It is what it is. I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
I just think he's been real salty. I mean, I understand you was upset because you felt like the Panthers didn't have your back when your mom died. I get that, but like you can't do nothing about it now, so I apologize for it. And I'm like, dude, you're not gonna go into the Ring of Honor even if you deserve it because you run your mouth too much.
Stewart's gonna get in before him.
Yeah, exactly. So I just kind of felt like, I mean, some of his points was valid, but dude, like you don't have to do all that now.
You know, I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, but also too, as far as Christian McCaffrey, you know, CMC must stand for Carolina's Medical Center because you got taking us out of cardiac arrest. So yeah. I'm just real glad for like how he's carrying the team and the offense is running through him. So I'm definitely glad about that. And I'm glad that Smitty did call out the receiving core also.
Yeah. Listen, it's
Like,
needed.
we do have way too much talent.
It's needed, man. It's for the greater good because listen, man, Christian McCaffrey is more effective when everybody else around him is eating, man. Like when everybody else is eating, it opens it up for Christian McCaffrey, and vice versa. Christian McCaffrey then opens it up for everybody else. It makes it really difficult to defend the offense when everybody's involved. You get Greg Olsen 3 catches, DJ Moore 7 catches, Curtis Samuel 3 catches. Christian McCaffrey 3 catch. Yo, that's tough. That is tough to guard, man. When everybody's involved, it's tough. It's really hard, and all Kyle got to do is just drop the ball, man. It's you got to get everybody involved. So I appreciate that everybody. I think Norv kind of took some heat for that for Steve Smith. I think he took that to heart too and said, Kyle, man, listen, we got to spread this thing out. So I don't know, man. Yeah. I like it though. Whatever they need to keep that same energy. Keep that same energy.
Yeah, and I know you got a lot of calls. I'm going to say one more quick thing.
Yep.
And I'm also glad that Kyle Allen, got the interview with Primetime.
Oh, he did. He did.
I didn't watch it. I saw that he got the call, though.
Yeah, but he pretty much called him and told him, like, he's really proud of him. And he came in, like, he's doing that but winning games. Of course, he had the loss with San Fran, but like I said, but he's done well. He may not be undefeated, never lost. He's winning a lot of games that got one loss.
That's true. I'm gonna need him to keep that energy with the against a good team though, because he plays some bad teams. Yeah. So I need to see him at this point. It doesn't look like Cam is coming back. It's time for Kyle Allen to lock in. He has to play better if this team is gonna do anything. And listen, I'm not expecting him to do that, but I want him to. I want him to play better. And if he plays better, we could be pretty dangerous, but it's gonna be on Kyle, man. And I'm not expecting him to be a world beater, but just manage the game, bro, and I think we'll be fine.
Someone did mention like the Panthers going to the playoffs and stuff like that. Like, what's the point? But I'm saying, like, kind of like the last caller said. I mean, the point is to win.
Yeah, exactly.
And then furthermore, okay, look at when Cam Newton got the MVP that year. We went to the pretty much get to the Super Bowl, and Cam didn't have no receivers. This time we have a quarterback we didn't know what to expect. So the fact that we can get to the playoffs, let's ride that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, man. Yeah, I got to move on, bro. I got a couple more calls to get to. But yeah,
all right,
man.
Keep counting, brother.
Appreciate you calling, man.
All right, G. I'll see you, bro.
All right. Peace.
704-453. What's good?
Oh, nothing, man. I'm just fooling, man. I feel like the team is, I feel like the state of the team is pretty good right now. We just need to keep giving the ball to Christian McCaffrey, man. Like, I think it's really just going to boil down to, can we run that rock, man? Because the play action is going to be deadly. I feel like Kyle Allen, he going to do, he going to do a serviceable job. You know what I mean? And even if Cam Newton come back, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if we get 1% better with Cam Newton, like, we still okay. Even if it's only like 1% better production difference, I'm still going to take that option.
Hey, man, you at Popeyes getting a chicken sandwich, bro?
No, I'm at Wendy's, man.
Oh, don't. I'm messing with you. Yeah, listen,
Yo, they got a dope chicken sandwich too at Wendy's, man. Don't sleep.
That Asiago chicken sandwich is good, man. I ain't tripping on that.
Like $6-7 for that. We ain't doing that.
Yo, that's funny. Man, say I'm taking a 4 for $4. Yo, that's funny, yo. That is funny.
Yeah.
Hey, but I agree with you. I agree with your statement. Listen, just don't bank on Cam coming back, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not banking on it. I feel like the media has kind of overblown the story, and I feel like it's because they need something to talk about every single day. So they're going to run a story to the ground. I feel like they've run that story to the ground. I think we know that, Kyle Allen isn't necessarily going to be replacing Cam Newton, like for the future. But I feel like we got to ride with what we got to ride with this season. Cam hurt. Let him be not hurt. And then we'll start talking about it, kind of like how Ron Rivera said. But I feel like if they did kind of, going ahead and put him on injured reserve versus like playing with it, that could have, quelled that story. If they would have just, like kind of kept it 100. I feel like the whole team, like the whole kind of media attention about it, and the whole team, they really haven't been like divulging everything.
Yeah.
That they know.
I agree.
Like it's a whole lot that they know that,
And
that isn't going to hit the media right now.
And I agree. And you can't give out everything though. But I agree. You can't. You're not gonna get all the news just because they that's just how it works. But yeah, I think they know something.
Yeah.
They just not saying something. Because it doesn't make any sense why he's not on IR right now. Like they really like banking for this man to come back.
And the fact that they did not try to move him at the trade deadline, I think that kind of puts a lot of them rumors to bed. Like, oh yeah, they done with Cam Newton. I don't think that, because they could have tried to move him. Already they had the whole like half of the league trying to give them, players and picks and stuff to trade for him. So they had plenty of opportunity to trade him. I don't necessarily feel like they're gonna move him.
Nah.
But I feel like, man, we just need to keep that run game going, man, and just shoot. Long as we got that, the play action is gonna spring some, make some things happen when we got to. And as long as Kyle Allen just do his thing, he been throwing some 50-50 balls, but I mean, shoot, that's kind of the best we can ask for right now. I mean, there's certain things he can do better, but shoot, he can throw better than me. So
yeah,
I can't talk shit.
Norv just gotta keep getting creative with getting DJ and Curtis the ball. It just can't just be fly for Curtis Samuel all day. Like, I grant the speed does kill, but you got to get Curtis the ball in other ways. We did flip a reverse one good time. He got a nice amount of yards. You got to keep it creative and get other people involved, because I think.
Yeah, I'm sick of them reverses. Like, they can do. I'm sick of seeing that, or them fake reverse. I'm sick of that because
it works though.
That's so gimmicky.
Nah, it works. It's setting up other things down the road. Like, you have to keep bringing those dudes in motion, because it's setting something up. And it works. It works. Trust me, it works.
I mean, shoot. I can't argue with a dub, So
yeah,
it is what it is.
But all right, bro. I got another call to get to, and I got to shut this thing down.
Yeah, man. Do your thing. Keep pounding.
All right, yo. Keep pounding, bro. All right. The last 704. What's good?
How we doing?
What's up?
Jay Simp.
Jay Simp, what's good, man?
What's up, man?
Come on, doctor. Give us the news, bro.
The news. I don't have any real medical update for you. I mean, it is what the reports say. But I have to push back a little bit on the being happy with making the playoffs and the whole winning thing. I think like you get to a point where it's just like, what's the point? Or do we not? Like, I kind of feel like, and I told Millie this, we talk every Sunday after the game, is like, knowing that Cam Newton's going to be most likely, I would think, out, you get to a point where it's just like it's a wasted year, because this team has no shot at competing for a championship without Cam Newton at the helm. So
I don't know, but I don't think we quite know that yet. I agree, it's a long shot, but you don't just throw in the towel though. What do you expect him to do? You want him to just quit playing?
Oh, no. I'm not suggesting you throw in the towel. I'm not suggesting that. You're talking about grown men who take their job seriously and are there to compete at the end of the day. And as much as I love and enjoy winning, don't get me wrong, but you also get to a point where it's just like, okay, like last year, right? When we beat New Orleans after our playoff chances were over, like, you do get to a point where it's like, all right, you're only hurting yourself for next year by continuing to win.
Nah, I can't get with that.
Is kind of.
I can't get with that. It's way too early in the season to talk like that. It's too many games left.
Right now, yes. But it's not too early to say, like, okay, like, can you honestly tell me, with Kyle Allen and this iteration of the team, and knowing that, okay, Cam Newton's not going to be back this year, that this team can compete for a championship? Can
I
you
don't know that
honestly say
yet.
yes to that?
I think our defense is playing decent
I
enough,
think our defense can do
and
it. I mean,
then
they gotta
if
fix their
they
run
got to fix the
defense.
run game. Oh, go ahead, Dave. My fault.
They gotta fix the run D, but I think our defense is ready on one end. And then at that point, if our defense is playing at an elite level consistently, then heck yeah, we can make a freak. Heck yeah, we can do damage. Because I mean, if you got a good defense behind you, that's what the playoffs boil down to. There ain't too many high-powered offenses.
I think I've seen enough to know that this team's cap is winning a wild card playoff game with Kyle Allen at the helm.
And I take that. Like I don't understand I don't understand. Like so what are you saying? Like you don't want them to tank, but then you think playoffs is worthless.
No, I just think
like
that
I don't understand what the point is.
To not acknowledge that it will become just a wasted year in some form is just kind of illogical. Like, if you're not competing for a Super Bowl, then what is the point? Like, if you're the Browns,
I can't get.
You come into the season with a young quarterback and you're expecting to grow. And you have a bad year. That's one thing.
But
right?
But the thing is, the Browns had high expectations this year. They thought they were going to win a division and do damage. They're 2-6.
Exactly, right. So
yeah, but we're not. But we're not there. We're 5-3. We're right in the playoff.
Exactly. And this is why. And let me further my point by saying this is why you don't IR Cam is because we're 5-3. Because there's a possibility like you can with Cam Newton in right. There's that understanding like what Nolan was saying like we got a shot. I ain't saying we're the favorites, but we got a shot. At it all, not just a playoff spot, not a playoff win, a shot at the whole damn thing.
But
so that's why you don't hire.
You're not putting Cam in. So you're telling me that let's say hypothetically Cam doesn't play until week 17, and we got.
Oh no. I think there's definitely a window of opportunity. So like if he has to get healthy within the next, I would say, 3 weeks. And if he's not healthy within the next 3 weeks, then he's got to hit IR. Because you don't do that to him. You don't bring him back week 17.
Yeah, that's my point. Like, if we get too deep in the season, and we sitting here, and we're like, and Cal got us to this point. Like, Cal's won all the games for us all season, and then we decide to drop Cam in because we think we can do a playoff push with Cam. There's no chemistry at this point. He's coming in cold. He's got to mesh with the line. Like, there's a lot. Like, by then, it'll be a completely different line than what he had when he played the last time. Like, there's a lot of other factors involved at that point.
I mean,
I
get your point.
I totally agree with that, Dave. I totally agree with you, Dave.
Yeah, I get your point about like not getting it. Like that's why I'm not excited about. I've never said this is a Super Bowl winning team with Kyle Allen at the helm. But at the same time, like I'm taking the games as they come, right? So there's if we make the playoffs, I'm not going to be of course it's not what we all envision. Like it's not a Super Bowl winning team potentially with Cam, but I'm not going to be upset about it. Like I don't understand I don't understand the thinking behind like I get what you're saying, but I don't understand the thinking.
Well, here's my thing. So like we've been like this franchise has been around for 25 years, and we've had some of the craziest seasons ever from the standpoint of like the unlikeliness. We had Jake Delhomme come in the middle of the first game of the season, and we're thinking, Jake's just gonna do his thing. Jake's gonna do his thing, and he led us to the Super Bowl with an elite defense behind him. And I'm not saying Kyle Allen is Jake, but my point is, we gotta roll with what we got. See how this rolls and see what happens.
No. I guess here I think
it happened once we hit the postseason.
My articulation is I should have articulated it better. Is like I'm happy that we're winning one, and I think that Kyle Allen's job is to keep hope alive, right? In the hopes that Cam Newton can come back. But if Cam Newton can't come back, then you really just look at it as like, dang, this is a wasted year, because I don't think that Kyle Allen, and I feel like we've seen enough at this point, even with an elite defense, can contend with a Super Bowl versus good teams. Like we've gotten lucky with our scheduling. We've played some bad teams versus good teams. Like we got smoked the one time, and we'll learn more this week versus Green Bay. But I think that the path is winning one playoff wild card game.
Thanks God Blackness. My fault. Go ahead.
Like I said, the cap with him is winning one playoff game to me, and that's about it. And then kind of just moving on into next year. And I would be disappointed because it would be such a wasted year with such a talented team, where if you have Cam Newton at the helm, he's fully healthy, you know you have a shot at the whole thing. That's my point. That's all.
I mean, I kind of get it, but I don't know, man. I guess I don't look at it that way. I don't look at even making
I'm not ready.
even you make the playoffs. I don't look at that as a wasted season. Like I think that's an incredible accomplishment. You make the playoffs. I look at it different. I get your point, but I look at it completely different.
You know what's funny? Like, I know one Titans fan at my workplace. So I ran into him this morning while I was at work today. And we talked about the game for like a couple minutes. And the big thing he kept saying was the fact that he's seen his franchise draft a quarterback, couldn't groom the quarterback, and we're probably gonna end up going 8-8 because that's what we do. And I'm like, yo, like he is like a dejected Titans fan. He doesn't see any other type of path because there's too much talent on the team. Whereas we're sitting in a pretty good spot. We're 5-3. We got a shot to make the playoffs. We might do some damage. You never know. So we'll see what happens. Like if Allen comes around and beats the Packers next week, what are we gonna be in here talking about on Monday?
I think it depends on how he. Here comes the money. If he has a game like he did versus Arizona, I just think that was the best. I think that'd be more like a Jacksonville, like very just don't turn the ball over, don't throw 3 interceptions, give us a chance. And I'll continue to say like I think that like that's the cap is having games like that.
Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know that I don't know. I've got nothing, Dave.
Man, we beat. Man. Jared's out here.
Appreciate that, Jared. He
appreciate the donation. Houston, like we beat, but we beat Houston, we beat Jacksonville, we beat Tennessee. We're beating these guys. My biggest concern is we're not winning the games in the conference, so we got to do that. So
yeah,
that's why
we got some help though from because Minnesota lost.
Yeah.
To Kansas City, but I'll let y'all go. I know y'all gotta get ready for your cross rival thing.
Yeah. All right. We'll holler at you. Yeah. I get your point. I guess I just look at it differently though. But yeah, man, we gotta move on. Keep pounding, bro.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's all I got, Dave. Good calls, man. That was a good cause this week.
Yeah, this was a good episode. I'll even create a new word while we're here, so
Yeah, ambassading is funny, man. Yo, that's funny. But all right, man, we gotta get out of here because we gotta prepare real quick for this Cross the Enemy Line show. So appreciate all y'all watching. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff, Twitters and all that. We'll see y'all, man. That being said, we out. We'll see y'all. I'm gonna drop this episode probably tomorrow or Wednesday, as usual. So, all right, I'll holler at y'all, man. Thank y'all for watching. All right, peace out.
All right, peace out.